Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to my latest physical media update. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're all having a great start to your weekend. And yes, today we are taking a look at my latest physical media update. And yeah, we're going to change the title to physical media instead of Blu-ray update. Because honestly, at this point, it really doesn't make any sense anymore because I'm not collecting just Blu-ray. Obviously, I am now a huge 4K collector like everybody else and still pick up DVDs occasionally. So my physical media update for the month of January. And I know I'm really late this month. It's already like the end of February. But this time around, I actually have a pretty good excuse because this month has been super hectic. We got something pretty big going on right now that actually is happening tomorrow. I will let you guys know more in a future video as far as the details of what that is, but things have been hectic around here and crazy, so I apologize for getting this out so late this month. So with all that being said, let's get into the update. Now, this is definitely one of the smallest ones I've had in a really long time. Only 25 pickups in the month of January, but still some good stuff as usual. We got a nice little stack of horror. We got some A to Z. We have one DC Marvel item, which is DC. We have a few Disney, a couple Steelbooks, and as far as boutique labels, only one Blue Underground and one Vestron. So before we start looking at the pickups for January, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet and you enjoy my monthly physical media updates, make sure you hit the subscribe button right down below with the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on a future video. And if you enjoyed the video here today, please smash the like button. Okay, we're going to start with the DC Marvel category, and like I mentioned, one DC item. I am so happy I was finally able to get my hands on this set, but we have the complete series on Blu-ray of Smallville. And this is one big set, you guys. You get individual Amrays of the entire series. Now, as far as this show goes, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but there's a lot for me to catch up on. I used to watch this back when it was on TV. I don't even know what seasons I've seen of it. When this came out a couple months ago, it was pretty spendy. It was like 180 or something like that. So I didn't want to get it right away because that was a lot of money to drop. I decided to wait to see if it would go down, and then eventually it started going out of stock everywhere on BestBuy.com, Amazon. Eventually it came back into stock, and it actually went all the way down to like 130. God, my arm's getting sore from holding this. It's so heavy. So I picked it up at 130. I was able to sell the digital code for, I think, like 30 or something like that. So in the end, I really didn't pay a lot for it, like $100. I'm just happy to finally add this to the DC collection now, and definitely looking forward to watching the show in its entirety. So, okay, moving along to the A to Z titles here. We're going to start with the Amrays. First up is the 4th season of Cobra Kai. Now, they've never put this show on Blu-ray. We got the first 3 seasons on DVD, but for some reason, they haven't put it on Blu-ray, and I don't know why. Now, the first 2 seasons, I was able to find and purchase off of Stinky Tuna, who doesn't really exist anymore. And the 3rd season, I found on eBay off of a seller, can't remember. And I've been looking for this on eBay, and I finally found it now. I don't know if it was the same seller as season 3. Now, these are just custom made. They're not legit official releases, but they're definitely Blu-ray quality. They look good, and I'm happy to have somewhat of a Blu-ray edition of it. Hopefully at some point we will get Blu-rays of them, but until then, I'm just going to keep looking for these custom releases. So So from Paramount, we finally have the Bad News Bears remake on Blu-ray with Billy Bob Thornton. Now, a few months back, last year sometime when the original came to Blu-ray, this was supposed to come out the same day, but something happened. It got canceled or pushed back or something. But now we finally have it. So I'm happy. I've always liked the remake just a little bit better. So super happy to add it to the collection. So I did stop by Half Price Books in the month of January, and I found one title while I was there. Something that's been on the list to pick up for a while. Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson and Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. I enjoy this movie, not like one of my all-time favorites, but definitely something, like I said, I wanted in the collection, and it was kind of cool finding it out in the wild. So wasn't that much, but it's a fun movie back when Mickey Rourke was at his prime, I think. So happy to have this. So that takes us to the A to Z slipcovers. I got one Blu-ray and one 4K. For the Blu-ray, I picked up the Addams Family 2. Now, I haven't even seen the first one, but they look like fun movies. I'm a fan of the Addams Family in general, so definitely looking forward to checking out both of these movies. And for the 4K, I picked up Juice, which finally came to 4K in the month of January. Pretty cool movie. This is an upgrade from Blu-ray. When I seen it was coming, I had to pick it up. Okay, we're going to take a look at the horror pickups now, starting with the Amrays as usual. Robert Englund and 2001 Maniacs. Now, this is a movie that I've actually wanted to pick up for a really long time, and I kind of forgot about it and then just suddenly stumbled upon it on Amazon, so I grabbed it. It was really super cheap, so I've never seen it before. It's something I've always wanted to see. I've heard some pretty good things about it. Really happy to finally get a chance to see this movie. Next up is another movie I've wanted to see for a long time and add to the collection. Kevin Bacon, Matt Dillon, and Neve Campbell in Wild Things. I've always heard that this is a really cool movie. Craig loves it. So I finally broke down and grabbed it. And now I find out today Arrow is putting it out on 4K. Yeah, that's just the way the world of collecting works. So next up is a new horror title that came out in January with Devon Sawa and Bruce Campbell. And that is Black Friday. And if you read about it, it pretty much is what the title says it is. It's during Black Friday and all this craziness happens. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of fun. Haven't watched it yet, but I will at some point. From the January Horror Pack, the only title I didn't have, and that is the Horror Pack exclusive Bad Dreams. I guess this is a collection of different films from the Nightmares Film Festival 2021. So should be interesting to watch these movies. I always get into these lower budget independent films. So yeah, happy to have this. Another new horror title that got released in January from Fox, and that is Antlers. No, haven't seen this yet, but a lot of people were talking about this being a pretty cool creature feature, I think. So yeah, definitely happy to have this one. And from Full Moon, we have Tommy Chong and Evil Bong. Now, I've never seen any of these movies, and there's a ton. I think there's like maybe 8 to 10 or something like that. And Full Moon actually sells this big box set of every one of them. I've thought about picking that up, but I'm sure they're just absolutely batshit crazy movies. But this one, I've always wanted to see the first one, and I don't believe it's ever had an individual release before. It's been like part of sets and things like that. So I figured, you know what? I'll pick it up. I'll check it out, see if I like it or not, how much fun it is. And if I do like it, maybe I'll consider getting the others. I don't know. But yeah, this just looks absolutely crazy. But come on. Tommy Chong in a movie called Evil Bong. I mean, I don't know. Getting into the slipcovers now from IFC Midnight, we have a movie called The Djinn. Don't really know anything about this, but it looked kind of cool, so wanted to grab it. A new Shudder title here called The Super Deep. Always happy to add new Shudder titles to the collection. Another IFC film called The Dry with Eric Bana, some kind of a thriller. So moving on to the horror 4K. Now this one I debated on getting. I didn't get it on release day. I think I ended up picking this up a week later. But that is Last Night in Soho. I don't know if this is exactly my cup of tea, but it looked interesting. I know Jess really wanted to see it, so I figured I'd grab it. So that takes us to the last horror pickup, and that, of course, is Halloween Kills. Now, I know that there's been a lot of mixed reviews on this movie. Seems like more people hate it than like it. I know my buddy Craig wasn't a big fan of it. Now, I remember when I seen it in the theater, I actually really liked it. I walked away really, really happy. And after seeing it now, A second time since I've had the 4K, it dropped big time for me. I don't know what it was, but I do not like it as much the second time around as I did the first time. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to end this little trilogy with Halloween Ends, of course, later this year. So I guess we'll all just have to wait and see. But happy to add this to the collection. Okay, getting into the two boutique titles we have in this update, starting with Vestron, number 24, we have Candyman Day of the Dead, which is the third original movie. Now, I agree with most people, this is definitely the worst out of the Candyman franchise, but I don't think it's horrible. I still have decent fun watching it. I'm just happy that the original trilogy, we finally have all on Blu-ray now. Really cool release from Vestron with that cool new cover art. And then from Blue Underground, I picked up their latest 4K release, The Toolbox Murders. I've been buying all of Blue Underground's 4Ks as they've come out. They're pretty spendy, but it's a cool collection to have, so I'm going to keep buying them. Haven't seen this movie, but it looks cool. All right, getting into the Disney now. The first two I'm going to show you I picked up off of the Disney Movie Club. The first one here is a actual Disney Movie Club exclusive, and that is the Tangled series. Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. You get all 3 seasons in here. I picked it up really just because I get all Disney Blu-ray, and I've never even really heard of this. I've seen the movie, which I think is pretty good, but never heard of the series. I don't know if the original voice actors are actually in this or not, but had to pick this up from the Disney Movie Club. And then this one I thought was a Disney Movie Club exclusive, but I guess you can purchase it anywhere now or soon. Maybe it just got released early to the Disney Movie Club. But this one I was excited about. The original Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers series, the complete series on Blu-ray finally. I so hope that the Disney Movie Club will put out DuckTales, the original series on Blu-ray, because I loved that show. But I was a fan of this one too. You know, back in the early to mid 90s, the Disney afternoon, every day when I got home from school, I would watch, you know, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, all those old shows. Just brings back so many memories. So really happy to finally have this on Blu-ray. And the last Disney pickup is a first time to 4K title, the first Pirates of the Caribbean film, Curse of the Black Pearl. Now, we only ever had the 5th movie on 4K, and I've been waiting for the rest to come to 4K. And now we finally have the first one. I haven't watched it yet, but I've been hearing that the transfer is really bad on this, which really sucks. Now, I've never been a huge fan of the Pirates movies. I've always really liked the first one, but wasn't a big fan of all the others that followed, but I still have to buy them all because, you know me, I got to collect everything Disney. So, kind of a bummer that we got a crappy transfer, but what can you do? Okay, we're going to end with the Steelbooks as usual. First up here is the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook for Halloween Kills. Now, I have to say, I like this art a lot better than the Steelbook we got for the last movie from Best Buy. Yeah, this one is definitely cool looking. Love the colors, love the art. Here's the back. Just look at that. That's just awesome. Spine, and then the inside. Now, the last two Steelbooks I'm going to show you are Lionsgate Steelbooks. So, of course, I got the cool slipcovers. First up here is The Punisher with Tom Jane. Love this movie, and I love this Steelbook. It is so cool looking. You take the slipcover off, and, of course, you get different art underneath. Love that so much. Definitely one of my favorite Steelbook releases in a really long time. And there's the inside. And the other Lionsgate Steelbook and the last pickup in this update, and that is Requiem for a Dream. Really cool looking Steelbook. We take the slip off. Never seen this movie, but I've heard it's like super sad and hard to watch. But cool cast. There's the front. There's the back. Spine. And the inside. Okay, everybody, that'll do it for my January physical media update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, we are definitely going from one of the smallest updates, being this one, into one of the biggest in a really long time. I have so many pickups this month that you guys are going to, of course, see next month, that it's just insane. I don't even know how many there are right now. I'm assuming it's over 100, but we'll see. I don't know right off the bat. But yeah, that's going to be a big one. Some really, really cool stuff. Stuff I've wanted for a really long time. And of course, a lot of new, really cool stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of my pickups for the month of January. Let me know what cool stuff you guys found in the month of January. And if you would, share the video around. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.